Good afternoon. Here's the national news from BGI TV, Baba Bagede Imo TV. I am yours faithfully, Mori Rebila. The world first are the major headlines for the national news. 2023, don't vote for old men. Saraki tells Nigerians claim Southwest origin. Lagos socialites who distributed petrol as Souvenir sentenced to 2 years imprisonment get fine option. How Prophet TB Joshua predicted Russia-Ukraine war. 50 dead, church burns as bandit attack Kaduna. Oshun housewife, husband arrested for stealing 6-day-old baby. Top Nigerian journalist breaks down as DNA reveals he didn't father 2 children. The news in detail. Former Senate President Bukola Saraki has advised Nigerians not to elect an elderly person as their president in 2023. Saraki said it would not all go well if Nigerians elect another elderly person that cannot really move in the next year general elections. According to him, the nation needs a younger leader who is capable and competent. Daily Post reports that Saraki spoke through his representative who were at the Secretariat of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. Ahead of the PDP primary elections slated for May 28th, the 5-man team led by Prince Olateru Olabedi had met with delegates and leaders of the party in Ogun, including a governorship aspirant, Ladi Adebutu, and the state chairman, Sekurula Ogundele. Olabedi emphasized that Saraki, who is yet to clock 60, is a better candidate for the 2023 presidential election instead of the elders in the race. Among the major contenders for the #1 seat are 75-year-old former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the national leader of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Bola Tinubu, who will be 70 on Tuesday, March 29th. A Lagos State Special Offences Mobile Court sitting at Oshodi has sentenced a socialite, Ms. Chidema Ogulu, to 2 years in prison for distributing petrol at a Souvenir during a party. The Chief Magistrate Kende Ogundare convicted and sentenced the socialites following a guilty plea on Thursday and evidence by prosecution. Ogundare held that the prosecution proved its case against the socialite beyond any reasonable doubt, according to a statement from Lagos State Ministry of Justice on Friday. The socialite was first arraigned on March 14th for distributing petrol as Souvenir during an installation party on March 5th at Avila Event Center in Lagos State. She pleaded not guilty then, but changed her plea to guilty on Thursday when the case came up for hearing. Ogundare sentenced the socialite to 3 months imprisonment or fine, 15,000 naira fine on count 1 of the 3-count charge and 1 year imprisonment or 500,000 naira fine on the 2nd count. The Chief Magistrate sentenced the socialite to 1 year imprisonment or 500,000 naira fine on the 3rd count. According to Lagos State Government, the socialite violated Section 251, bracket 168(1) to 244 of the Criminal Law of the State, 2015, and Section 195 2B of the Environmental Management Protection Law of the State, 2017. Late Prophet TB Joshua of the Synagogue Church of All Nations, Kwan, had predicted the war currently going on between Ukraine and the Russian forces. TB Joshua, who died on June 6, 2021, and in about 8 years ago asked the world to pray for Russia and Ukraine for God to avert the war he said was coming up on the countries. According to the video, the prophet said, "Great war is coming against them, Russia. I don't know where the war is coming from. We could be bigger than the person killed in Russia. I'm speaking in parable. Pray for the authority there. Pray for the president of Russia." Daily Post report that Russian forces invaded major cities of Ukraine on February 24th, killing several people as major infrastructures are being destroyed continuously. At least 50 people have been killed, while unspecified number of persons abducted as bandits attack 9 communities in Giwa local government area of Kaduna State. ASP Mohammed Jalige, police public relations officer in the state, confirmed the incident. He, however, noted that the command was yet to compile the actual number of deaths recorded during the invasion. ASP Jalingo said, "We are still waiting for the full details of the incident from the divisional police officer, Giwa, and the area commander's area." A member of the vigilante group in the Lalei area, Mansour Ibrahim, told Daily Trust that the bandit also burned a church building, houses, and ran away with over 100 cows. It mentioned that the Lalei village was the worst hit by the attack, where about 15 persons were dead. A housewife resident in Iwo, Osun State, Ganiyat Abbas, and her husband, Olatubosun, have been arrested by the police for allegedly stealing a 6-year-old baby. The couple was paraded on Friday by the Osun State Commissioner of Police, Wande Olokode, also paraded with 2 suspected fraudsters identified as Olaolu James and Favour Ige, as well as 4 suspected armed robbers, Be Baku David, Olubumi Adewale, Oderinde Oluwaseun, and Oluwaseun Adejuyibe. Given details of the crimes committed by the suspect, the Osun police boss said the Abbas were reported to have on Thursday, March 24th, stolen a 6-year-old baby girl from its lactating mother, Jamilat Musa. Ganiyat was alleged to have tricked the mother, said to have been given a medical challenge with some wraps of cornmeal and 200 naira for being cake. And last story for the national news this hour, Canary Kingsley Ado, a Calabar OAP nicknamed Father Kane, has discovered he did not father his 2 children after 20 years. Father Kane, a staff of FAT 93.1 FM Calabar, on Friday morning took to social media to publish the DNA result of his 2 children whom he had with his former lover, Marianne Efa Duke. The paternity test conducted by the Universal Forensic Corporation showed that the broadcaster had 0.00% chance of being the biological father of the children. This is to inform the general public that Kendra Kingsley Ado, popularly known as Father Kane, is not the biological father of Antonia Duke and Paul Duke, as alleged by one Miss Mary Ann Efa Duke, the OAP wrote on his Facebook wall. That was the national news from BGI TV. But before we go, a quick recap of the headlines once again. 2023, don't vote for old men. Saraki tells Nigerians claim Southwest origin. Lagos Socialite who distributed petrol as Souvenir sentenced to 2 years imprisonment gets fines option. Our for TV Joshua predicted Russia-Ukraine war. 55th dead, church burnt as bandit attack Kaduna. Osun housewife, husband arrested for stealing 6-day-old baby. Top Nigerian journalist breaks down as DNA reveals he didn't father 2 children. For more updates on our YouTube channel, the handle is Baba Bagide Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell to accept all our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagide Imo with Alawi Adebayo. Please like and follow the page to ensure you have our broadcast. On Instagram, Bagide Imo _22. For other placement of goods and services, coverage of event and function, the phone number streaming on your screen is the line to call. For other placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Mori Rebila Lawa. Good afternoon.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.